Hello everyone, welcome to Hard Mode Lost Island walkthrough for the first two bosses, the LR5 Sentinel Droid and Project Savrak. This right here is the first boss, LR5 Sentinel Droid. This fight is probably the most complicated of the Flashpoint. What you see here, you see the LR5 Sentinel Droid here in the middle. In order to activate the boss fight, there's a terminal to the right of the room when you walk in. Click that, turns the LR5 Sentinel Droid to an enemy NPC, which you can then fight. There are several things you need to watch out for. On the tanking perspective, you want to try and keep him on the center platform the entire time. Tank him on one of the corners, and keep his back away from whatever melee DPS if you have any fighting him. Also, the LR5 Sentinel Droid channels an ability called Incinerate. You must interrupt this ability. The ability is cast, not channeled, so the sooner you interrupt it, the better. The more it's casted, the more stacks of Incinerate that is put on the tank. This will, if all 4 stacks are cast, the tank will die, making it more difficult for you to complete your flashpoint. Also, as you can see here, ads have spawned out of the Kolto tanks. As a DPS, it is your job to take them out. If you are ranged, you definitely have to do it. Melee, if you can, get to them and help your other DPS take them down. Also, there are going to be AoEs thrown out throughout the fight. When there is a white circle around your feet, you move to a point where you will not affect people around you. When the white circle around your feet turns blue, the AoE will be shot at you. The AoE increases in size the longer it's out there to a dome. As you can see here, the AoEs grow to this point. I get a white circle here, I move it there out of the way, let it cast, and then move out as it's thrown. Also, you can see lava here. The grates that glow right before the lava comes up are the grates you want to stay off of. As you can see here, this grate I'm on did not glow, thus the lava did not pop up, and I can stand here. Other than that, that's basically the main mechanics of the fight. You do want to have your healer focus on the tank. You have to make sure you interrupt the ability called Incinerate. Here you can see the boss is channeling an attack at me. This is not the tank's fault. That ability is non-tauntable, meaning that it will attack whichever target it wants. If the tank's interrupt is on too long of a cooldown, it'll be the DPS's job to help interrupt. You will want to make sure that this is known throughout your party, and make sure you have switches ready.
Great job cutting those circles, guys. They changed the mechanics on me since I was last in here.
Alright, here is the second boss of the Flashpoint, Project Savrak. At least that's how I pronounce it. I don't know if that's the actual way to pronounce it. Whatever. You will notice that there is a platform in front of me. That is where the boss fight will occur. In order to start the fight, or get down to the platform, you have to activate the panel to my right. Pretty simple stuff. Cutscene will activate. If you will walk down, the boss will jump off of a pipe, and you will be like, oh, I'm a badass, and I'm going to pull out my weapon and get ready to fight you. The actual fight, what's going to happen is that the boss is going to do basic attacks, the tank's going to have to tank him. At the beginning of the fight, the tank should tank the boss towards the center of the platform. After you do so much damage to him, he will begin channeling an attack called Smash, or something along those lines. It will be channeled. What you have to do, absolutely have to do, is get right underneath him. there is a reticule that you will see on the ground as you target him. Get inside that reticule and you will be fine. If you are even a foot outside that reticule, you will be launched up into the air and back off the platform into the lava, causing you to die. If this happens to even one person, it'll be a wipe, because you either will not have the heals, you won't have a tank, or you won't have a DPS to finish the fight. Also,
otherwise just stay behind him
there are 3 pipes around the room to where you have to assign each to both DPS and a tank. The healer does not have one because there's a mechanic that the healer has to heal you guys, heal the op through. Another thing, when the boss does his smash, he will, as you can see here, you saw one of my DPS was almost launched off the edge because he was not close enough to the boss, and almost died. You know, bad stuff. When the boss comes back down after the smash, he will do a frontal cleave, in which case you will need to move if you can. Here, we are channeling panels. I have the center panel here. There's another panel to my right and another panel to my left. The panel to my left, my tank is channeling. The panel to my right, my DPS is channeling. You must channel these because Sav will stay up on these pipes, throwing slime at the group, causing more and more damage the longer he's up there. By channeling the panel, it shoots flames to the boss, causing him to jump off and come back down so you can fight him. This mechanic will occur throughout the fight, such as the smash will occur throughout the fight. During the panel phase, when he's up on the pipe, the healer needs to make sure to keep the entire raid up focus on tank, and if need be, the healer needs to keep himself up as well. If you do not burn him up on the pipe, he will stay up there. His slime will do more and more damage the longer he's up there. These are the basic mechanics for the fight, but you have to perform them precisely, otherwise your group can be wiped, which is never fun for anybody. This video was the walkthrough for the first 2 boss fights in hard mode Lost Island. If you want me to do a video either from the healing perspective or the tanking perspective, please leave a comment. Keep in mind, I will have to make the video, and it'll take some time, seeing as how these flashpoints take a group to do. And to give the best performance possible, I use well-geared people from my guild, which aren't always on. So, if you do want a tanking perspective or a healing perspective, leave it in the comments and give me some time to make it. Thank you.